sometimes things aren't quite what they seem. This car body looks like it's made from metal, but it's not. Actually, it's a composite material which is stronger than metal. Damien McTaggart designs sports cars, not with a computer, but with a saw, a rasp, and a lot of polystyrene foam. He cuts and shapes the foam into a full-scale model of a new car to be launched at this autumn's motor show. It's so secret, he won't show us the whole thing. He's limited only by his imagination and the demands of his managing director. The advantage of not using computer-aided design is that he can see the results of his work full-scale in 3 dimensions. The disadvantage is that every change has to be done physically and is hard to undo. This is the raw material which will make up the body of the car, sheets of glass fibre. At this stage, it's soft and pliable and can be cut into shapes using a template. The transformation from soft sheet to hard car body starts here. The workers lay the sheets into moulds and apply liquid resin, which combines with the glass fibre so that it can be pressed into the mould with a roller. It will begin to set hard in just 20 minutes, so they have to move fast. They build up the material in layers, glass fibre sheets and liquid resin. The moulds were made directly from the foam model originally designed by Damien. Making cars out of glass-reinforced resin reduces tooling costs in the factory. When they've laid up the glass fibre and resin, the workers bolt together the individual segments of the mould, and the car body begins to take shape. They will leave the moulds overnight to set. If you look closely at sheets of glass fibre, you can see the fibres entangled in a random fashion. This gives the material its high tensile strength. When the resin is added, it bonds the fibres, resulting in a strong composite material, combining the properties of the 2 components. When the workers remove the mould, the glass fibre body is revealed beneath, but it's far from finished. The body goes through to a finishing shop to be prepared for painting. Here they remove mould seams and other imperfections. Glass fibre is dangerous to work with, so the finishers wear masks to protect their lungs from the dust, and extractors remove the dust from the air. TVR make just 22 cars a week. They're all handmade with great attention to detail, so they don't come cheap. The prepared bodies are taken into sealed chambers for priming and painting. They get at least 9 coats. Special clothing and masks protect the workers from the poisonous fumes and particles. The body's important, but so's the rest. After all, what's a sports car without an engine? The finished car. It's strong, it's light, and it's fast.
TVR for me is every man's supercar. It's iconic, anti-establishment, unapologetic. And what I love about it is that it continues to be that giant slayer. We know we've got to deliver a truly unique hand-built experience. That's where we're headed with this new car. You've got all the hopes and wishes of the TVR community pinned on this re-emergence of the brand. What keeps me awake at night is the will people love it? We started with what we thought was a clean sheet of paper. But actually what we also had was 70 years of history.
I think there's been a lot of pressure on everybody to actually relaunch the new TVR and make it a car that we're all going to be very, very proud of.
We are very integrated, the two teams, as the design and engineering team. We've interpreted what we believe the new TVR should be.
The design team here have done a really good job of keeping enough heritage in the car.
Connecting with the past is obviously important. It's why we haven't changed our logo. On two previous occasions, the name Griffith has almost signaled a revival of TVR. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Hey. That is such a beautiful sound. The Griffith in the 60s and again in the 90s.
A 50-year-old car.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So I'm proud to say that this car is going to be called the Griffith. The TVR is 1,200 kilos, very lightweight, probably compared to most of its competitive set, half a ton lighter than most things.
This honestly should be the world's first TVR that you can use every day.
Its ground effect will give it superlative road holding and handling characteristics.
Yeah, so the engine installation's gone well. Let's go and have a look.
Yeah. We expect it to be 200 mile an hour plus out of the box, and it will sound awesome. The mule car is a donor car. This was a car that we felt was most representative of the weight and physical size of our car. So we used it to put the new engine in to test durability. It's just endless amount of power. This is a big Cosworth-tuned V8, so it's a great sound.
Once you start revving to these sort of revs, working with somebody that knows what they're doing with lubrication is really important.
We've done a lot of work with Motul, developing specifically for this car to make sure it's absolutely perfect. It's never going to be everybody's car. I wouldn't want it to be. I don't want it to appeal to everybody. It has its unique appeal. The first time the cover comes off the car is a seminal moment. It's a very moving, almost tearful, slightly hair-raising, scary, but amazing experience. We spent 3 years in the planning, 2 years in the actual designing of it. Blood, sweat and tears, it's been there in spades. I can't tell you how proud I am of what we've achieved. It's a brave new world for TVR.
change.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't worry about clattering off the lift, okay?
Okay, fine.